Look, I understand that Bears fans really, really want to have a franchise quarterback. You think I don't fucking know that? You think I don't feel that? You think I don't understand that? But just because you really, really wish for and really, really want something doesn't mean it's happening or going to happen. I want Serena Williams to give up everything in life and let me put like 8 little schleggies in her. As far as I check, that's not going to happen. I have to live in planet Earth, planet's reality. And what I mean is, it is time for Bears fans to snap the fuck out of it and come to grips with reality. Justin Fields is not the guy, as much as it sucks for you to admit that, to understand that, you know deep down it's true. Justin Fields is not the guy, and come the end of this season, the Bears need to be moving on to the next iteration and phase of whatever the hell they're going to do to ultimately screw up the quarterback position. And I know I'm seeing all types of like bad faith, straw man, dipshit type of arguments that are being put out there. Some that I can address, some that are just so ridiculous you can't even deal with them. But let's deal with this on the surface. For those that are saying, well, how would Justin Fields be expected to be able to succeed in this type of situation? One, if he was truly that great, he would find a way to make the situation better. No, it's not a good situation. It sucks. It's far, far less than ideal to put him in. But if he was really that fucking great, he would find a way to at least overcome some of that. This whole notion of it's either got to be Justin Fields sucks or the system and the infrastructure around him sucks and they're exclusive is bullshit. If your argument is, well, the organization doesn't know how to build around the young quarterback. Of course they fucking don't. We're talking about Bears football after all. What the fuck do you expect? But to sit there and then try to separate that from, well, the organization really doesn't know what the fuck they're doing with the quarterback. Oh, but they picked the right quarterback. Excuse me, on what fucking planet does that make any goddamn sense whatsoever? This organization has a history, time after time after time, of making the dumb dick wrong decision at the quarterback position. See Mitchell Trubisky. See trading 2 firsts, Kyle Orton for fucking Jay Cutler. See Rex Grossman. See Cade McSuckass. See trading a first-round pick for Rick Meyer. See giving Garrett Kramer big money in free agency before the 94 season, only to have to bench him after 1 to 3 starts so C. Walsh can lead the team to the playoffs and a playoff victory on the road against Minnesota in the wild card round of the Metrodome. I could go on and on and on and on and on and on and on. The infrastructure can totally suck because the organization sucks, because all of that is true. But that organizational rot also leads to really bad decisions at the quarterback position. And look, all of these Bears fans trying to sit there and do the mental gymnastics and put all of this spin on it. Fucking A. Why would anybody want to continue to tie themselves to Justin Fields? Good kid, works hard, who gives a fuck? That shit doesn't really matter at the end of the day. It doesn't. It is a results-driven business. And his results are mediocre to piss poor. Just because you want to believe in him after seeing a couple of performances against really shitty defenses like Denver and Washington and saying, oh, I've learned nothing from the Trubisky late 2020 run shit. Then you come back and you look and you say, hey, in the first half of Minnesota before he gets fucking hurt, he kind of stinks again. The same problems he had as a passer at Ohio State still linger into the 3rd season of his career. The Bears sit there now at 1-5. 1-5. And you're supposed to buy in that he's going to be the guy. Oh, Brian Urlacher saying he's a franchise quarterback. Lance Briggs is. Corey Wooten is. What the fuck would they know? They have as many Super Bowl rings as we do because of Bears football. These are the same assholes that used to try to put positive spins on Sexy Raxy. and Smokin' Jay. Are you fucking kidding me? These are the ultimate authorities? You're just looking for confirmation bias because you don't want to face the very incredibly painful reality that the guy that you have been sinking your teeth into for the past 2.5+ years ain't the fucking answer. Well, ding dong, dumb dicks, wake the fuck up. Justin Fields is not the answer. And yet another reason why he's not is not only is his statistical performance kind of shitty, his overall play as a pocket passer is shitty. He can't fucking stay healthy. It always seems like it's something with this young man. And when you talk about this team that is looking definitely at firing a head coach at the end of the season, and if there's any type of brain power in Kevin Warren, the team president and all, you should be sending Ryan Poles fucking packing too. Why in the fuck would another general manager want to tie themselves to a quarterback that has already been through 2 regimes? That makes no fucking sense. If your job was on the line, could you honestly say you would put your faith in Justin Fields? Hell no, you fucking wouldn't. If you did, you're lying to yourself, you're insane, or you're a goddamn Bears tard. Period. And to these folks that are sitting there and saying, well, gotta give it more time, like Justin Fields is still figuring out his young quarterback. Okay, let's humor that for a second. But then you come back and say, Ryan Poles, well, he'll figure it out. Excuse the fuck out of me. How the fuck can you say Justin Fields is the answer, but he's not getting the help and support that he needs, and then at the same time defend the general manager who created the same shitty situation that you're bitching about? That makes no fucking sense on God's green earth. To me, it is very simple. You cannot, and I want to repeat this, you cannot be an advocate for Justin Fields still being the guy and Ryan Poles still being the general manager in 2024. They don't fucking align in any planet in the universe. They just don't. You can't bitch about the infrastructure and organization around Justin Fields and say that's the problem. And then the guy that over the last 2 years has put that quarterback in a shitty situation, you want to give him more? So what? He can sit there and double or triple dip on the fucking defensive line again in the draft and not effectively address the offense? It's the same asshole that hired Eberflush to be the head coach. It's the same guy that oversaw the hiring of Gutless Ketsy as the offensive coordinator. Put him up. Put him up. I know what I'm doing. I never called plays before. Never developed a young quarterback. I rode Aaron Rodgers' coattails. I was behind Nathaniel Hackett, for God's sakes. But you know what I'm going to do? You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to surprise the world. 1st and 10. Halfback dive. Like, this is what the fuck you're advocating for. That general manager. The Chase Claypool trade guy. And you're going to show belief in him? No. Like, even if somehow Ryan Poles manages to have his job in 2024, and to be absolutely clear, he absolutely should fucking not, because there is no reason in the world that he deserves year 3 at this point. He would be an absolute idiot to even consider, like, going into 2024 with Justin Fields as his starter, let alone the thought of having to give him a 5th-year option, guaranteed for injury, to $20+ million. Like, why the fuck would you do that? Especially when you consider where the Bears could potentially be drafting next April. They could have 2 top 5 picks. They could have a pick that's number 1 or number 2 overall. What the fuck are we talking about here? As much as anything else, with as little as Justin Fields has really honestly showed you as a starting quarterback in 2.5 years, it's an economics decision. What is really needed in the Bears organization right now is a complete house cleaning from on down below Kevin Warren. Bam, 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 bam. New general manager, new head coach, new quarterback. You got to get everybody on the same timeline. This whole dumbass shit of, hey, we're going to hire Ryan Poles first. Then the guy that he reports to is going to be hired later. Meanwhile, before that, when Ryan Poles was going to hire a head coach, you give him a pre-selected panel or list of choices. And that dumbass didn't sit there and expand the list. Oh, yeah, that's good. I'm just happy to have a GM job. Fucking warning signs right there, right? Fuck all that shit. It needs to be a total teardown. Start this shit over. to sit there and go into 2024 with Justin Fields as your starting quarterback is just sheer lunacy. Like, we don't even know right now how long he's going to be out with a dislocated thumb. It could be one game. It could be a good portion of the season. Who the hell knows? Like, it's either an injury here or an injury there. He'll have a good game passing against a crappy defense, and then you have another game where he looks like absolute dog shit. He's not even running with the same frequency and effectiveness that he did last year. Like, what are we even talking about here? And I know Bears fans can sometimes be really dumb, but I also know Bears fans have experienced enough bad quarterback play. They are fans, after all, of Bears football! And if any fan base would know what a not-the-guy quarterback looks like, it is fans of the Chicago Bears. They know. They don't want it to be true, but you know it's fucking true. He has not progressed as a passer nearly to the level that you want. He's not using his legs the same effectiveness. Well, the coaches put him in that situation. Yeah, and that's another part of the problem, right? And that's your dumbass general manager not knowing what the fuck he's doing. He's a fucking moron. Like, everybody involved with the Bears, from the GM round on down right now, we see is a moron. We know Goofy George is a moron, probably enjoying some Go-Gurt in Hallis Hall. Who knows if Virginia's even alive at this point or just buried in his empty Go-Gurt containers. The Crick Keeper, she might still linger. Who fucking knows? But this has to be a total house cleaning. And I mean no disrespect to Justin Fields, but there's absolutely no reason to believe in him at this point. There's absolutely no reason to think he's the guy. And to sit there and go into 2024 draft with potentially 2 really high picks and say, nah, we're good. We're going to try and build around this guy that's shown so very little in 3 years because we just believe and think he can be the guy. It's fucking stupid. And again, bad economics. Reset that quarterback clock. Kick out that massive contract extension at the QB position for another 3, 4, 5 years. Restart your clock. Get on the same cadence with the general manager, the head coach, the quarterback. Have them be in lockstep. That's what a good organization would do. Now, certainly the Bears are going to do some variation to fuck this up because, again, we're talking about Bears football. But, folks, you've got to come to grips with the reality. This is not me saying Tyson Bagent is the long-term answer. We know that's ridiculous. But what we do know, we've seen enough. If you believe QB wins and losses are a stat, he's atrocious there. His completion percentage is mediocre as hell. Like, so many indicators, just dry balls when you actually watch the film. Justin Fields is not that dude. He's not been the dude. He is not the dude. He's not going to be the dude. It is time to start thinking about the future. The mere fact that we're even entertaining the conversation in year 3 of this guy when the team is fucking 1-5? The hell is wrong with people? Bears football stupidity is what it sounds like to me. Justin Fields, I wish him the best, but after this year, he's got to be gone. There is no good argument to keep him. There are only good arguments at this point to move on and start over again.